Alright, we're live. What's up, everybody? YouTube land. My name's Chuck. This is Extreme Games. And this video is a result of the live stream today, which this kind of happened in real time. And I thought it was worth making my actual first video, even though I'm doing it as a live stream because I'm not sure how to work Streamlabs that well yet. So, excuse me, this is the Nokia 1 month chart, and today I was asked by a viewer during the live stream if I could take a look at this chart and see what I thought. This is the blank one here. I have another one I'm going to show you what the outcome was. But I want to talk about, well, before I do that, obviously nothing in this video is financial advice. None of it should be considered as that. This is just my way of trading, my personal way of trading. This is how I've done things for a while. I've figured out that I have a gift and ability to look at charts and find what I'm about to show you. As we are finding out, and I think maybe I guess people have known for a while, is the majority, if not all, of the stock market is ran off of algorithms. These algorithms print out the chart here. This is the result of them. And the way I see this is kind of like an EKG printout that you would get from the doctor. And what my brain does is I see repetitive shapes, which I call fractal shapes, and fractal patterns, and then what happens is I see them, they end up making, they cycle through it from start to finish, and then it repeats. There's many of them. I've only found a few of them. I use them daily to trade off of. I've been very successful in using them, and with saying that, that doesn't mean you will be if you try to. But anyways, the meat and potatoes, with that said, the meat and potatoes of the video is to show you what came about in today's live stream. If you want to watch that and see it happen in real time, it's the live stream from today. And go ahead and fast forward to the 5 hour and 2 minute mark, and you'll see how I kind of go through my process and see it happen in real time. However, let's get to it here. So this is the 1 month Nokia chart. And again, I'm not going to go through my entire process. You can watch it there. I'm just going to show you what it came down to here and the results of it. But here's the Nokia 1 month. I looked at this. I cycle through time frames until I start seeing something, and that's what I did today. And what I started seeing was a pattern playing out, and the algo fractal shapes that stood out to me. And I'll go ahead and I'll draw a sample for you here. We have a run up. We have a shoulder. We have a head. We have a shoulder. And then we have the down. And then we have a descending wedge. And I'm just going to show you I'm going to put together one fractal, or one cycle of the fractal shapes for you here, so you can see them, and then I'm going to pull up the other chart so you can see the whole thing. And then we have a breakout to the upside, as you would anticipate from that descending wedge. And then we have, damn it, trying to make the video fast because I don't want to be on here like forever trying to explain this and take up a bunch of your time. You fucker. Alright, I shouldn't have swore. Damn it. So, there's the fractal. There's the entire fractal and cycle. And this is what it does repeatedly, over and over and over. And something I want you to understand and grasp is that these things, when you're talking about an algorithm being written and coded, they layer them. And the way it's layered is, and I don't know if it's from the smallest time frame to the largest, or the largest, and I'm assuming the smallest to the largest, but it's like a tunnel, and it's like layers down the tunnel from large time frame, as I see it, from large time frame to small time frame. And what happens is inside of these, you will find the exact same fractal patterns and fractal shapes cycle through just like they do out here on the big ones. And I'm about to show you all of that. So what you see as the macro fractal shape and pattern, you will also see the exact same thing on the micro. Here's the same monthly chart. This was from the live stream today. My method has been called by some as the golden ticket. And we'll get to that later in some videos and how this came about, and maybe what the definition or what the guidelines of that are. This is my trading strategy. Like I said, it's what I use. And it's what I've found, and it's a natural thing for me that I picked up on. So anyways, here is the same fractal shapes and patterns that I drew out on the last one, on the blank chart to show you. We have a head and shoulder, we have the head and shoulders, we have the downside move, we have the descending wedge, a bottom builds out, a break to the upside, and then another head and shoulders with a peak. And then it starts all over. This head and shoulders will start all over. It repeats this, and then in recent years here, Nokia's gotten pretty flat, in comparison to what it was doing, especially after the 08-09 crash. It looks flat, but if you zero in on the smaller time frames, you'll see this exact same fractal pattern playing out and algorithm playing out. And you can see that here. We have the descending wedge, the upside breakout, and then what this has turned into is a real long drawn out head and shoulders. There's shoulder, head, shoulder, and I'm anticipating the next macro move to be a downside. I don't know how far, whether it's going to come down here or just where I have it, but nonetheless, that's the movement that it will make, I believe, and that is the fractal shape that it's going to make on the macro. And you can see here I have other lines, but what I want to do is I want to zoom in. That's the monthly. Let's go into the weekly and look. Okay, this was the macro, this was the breakout, and this is the macro shoulder, head, and soon to be right shoulder. And this will be the downside move into the next descending wedge. But as you can see, inside of these are the same exact patterns, and even deeper within on the smaller time frame. But you can see just right here inside this head, you have, and the same over here, but inside this head, here's your descending wedge, your breakout to the upside, your shoulder, your head, your shoulder, the downside move, the descending wedge, breakout to the upside, shoulder, and I'm anticipating a head and another shoulder, and then the breakdown. And this happens, we can go into the daily, we'll go in even further. And it happens in here. Here's the daily. You have it, now this is inside of this. I don't even know how to say that. We had the macro head and shoulders, and then we went inside the head, and you can see that, and now we're going inside that, and you see the same thing. You have it there, you have the descending wedge, the breakout, you have shoulder, head, shoulder, down move, descending wedge, shoulder, head, shoulder, downside move, descending wedge. You get the point. And this goes on and on and on the whole way in. These are how these algorithms are written. It's how the market makers and the hedge funds trade, I believe. This is how they know what's coming. They know what the next move is and how to place their orders. I use this and play the options because I can anticipate, once I've identified something like this, not only can I play the macro moves, but I can go the whole way in here and play all these little micro moves right here. And I play them both ways. I enter, I exit, I enter, I exit, I enter, I exit. You get the point. I mean, once you have identified this, this is the golden ticket by my standards. Let me know what you think. Check out the live stream if you want to see it happen in real time. I've done this for AMC, GameStop. I have a lot that I've done. I have a lot to share. I just started really streaming on my YouTube channel. I'm streaming the market hours Monday through Friday from market open to close. Come by, hang out with us. We've had a good group of people in there the first 3 days. We're learning a lot. I'm showing them some of these things here. Man, I got all kinds of things that I would like to do. So I'd appreciate it. If you do come here and view this, give me a sub, leave a like on it. Come check us out at the live stream. Follow me on Twitter at Gains Extreme. And I post updates on there about the AMC and the GameStop thing that's going on. Full disclosure, I'm heavily invested in both, as well as some others. And on the channel every morning we do options. I scalp options every day. A lot of times it's based off of this. Some other times it's based off of flow. And yeah, we hang out and we're coming up with some ideas of things moving forward that maybe if a following comes, we're gonna do. So but let me know what you think about this. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I look forward to hearing from all you guys. I appreciate you stopping in and watching the video. Hope to